Sergio Guzman. It's always good to see you again, my friend. And we're back here at CGS 2024, the Colombia Gold Summit, originally known. Now, of course, it's expanded and it covers copper and it covers silver. A great event put on every year by Paul Harris and his organization. Sergio, we're in a time right now where we're 2 years into the current administration. And I know that you are a specialist in political risk, and you got up and you opened the session talking about the different challenges and risks that we have. Tell me about, if you could just briefly, within 30 seconds or so, recap the message that you gave this morning when it comes to the political risk for the mining sector.
Well, I think if we look at political risk in Colombia in general, it's doing much better than the government's antagonists expect, and much worse than the government proposes. And so it's somewhere in between. The truth usually is somewhere in between. Colombia is not a country that's in an active coup d'etat, but it's also not a country that is a safe haven for investment and for great opportunities. What is true, I think, is something that I've tried to get across, is Colombia is not for the faint of heart. It's a country that needs to be explored, analyzed meticulously, and not just looked at from a surface level depth. So if people are interested in investing here, if people are serious about long-term opportunities here, they need to do their homework.
What advice would you give to mining operators if they're looking at maybe either taking on a project in Colombia or looking obviously with a long-term vision?
I think having a long-standing, positive, and collaborative working relationship with local communities is the best security, both in social terms and security terms, that companies can have. If the local actors perceive that the company, one, is there to stay, two, will help strengthen their economy, and three, will not, go away and leave them hanging when things get tough. Those are three elements that the local community will stand up for the company when things go south. And those are three elements that companies need to work with a very, very intentional mindset from the very beginning of the exploration.
I'm here with Julian Lopez of Target Directional. You guys have some exciting news to announce, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, for sure. We just finished the more deep hole in HQ with directional drilling. It's a sub-horizontal hole for a tunnel, so that is a very successfully hole in Colombia, especially because it's a HQ. So it's a big diameter for exploration. For this deep hole is 1,000 meters.
Wow, a kilometer, wow.
Yeah, 1 kilometer. But the hole is still drilling right now. The will be the deepest hole in Colombia. It's 2,000 meters in NQ.
Wow.
Yeah.
How has directional drilling revolutionized the industry?
Okay, maybe I can, the main idea for directional drilling is because you can save meters.
Okay.
Why? Because from one hole, you can get multiple holes.
Okay.
So you only need to drill the mother hole one time, and let's say, if you will drill 5,000 meters, 1,000 meters each hole.
Okay.
Okay. With directional drilling, you drill one mother hole to 500 meters, and from 500 you can open some holes. So you will save time. You will save, let's say, water. You will save environmental roads. A lot of things.
We're here at CGS 2024. We're here at Colombia Gold Summit. Tell me about, how is this event for you all?
Really, really good. We always find friends, clients. Even here, I have some clients. So, the hall is going well. Thank you so much. So it's a very good space for the people that you need to meet.
Okay.
That's this event.
That's great.
Yeah. Each person here, it's somebody that you need to talk with him, you need to meet him, and that's we like a lot this event.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Andrés Méndez de Alfred Knight Colombia. Soy el coordinador de proyecto y actualmente lidero todo el equipo operativo de la empresa en el país. Alfred Knight es una compañía con sede en Inglaterra. Estamos en más de 50 países con 150 años de experiencia y somos una empresa de inspección, supervisión y análisis. Creo que lo más rescatable de este evento es que vemos todo el potencial minero que hay en el país. Hay muchos proyectos que están en las etapas tempranas de desarrollo y eso creo que es un incentivo para todos los actores mineros como pues, empresas productoras o empresas que proveen servicios como nosotros para saber que hay un buen futuro.
John Jairo Puerta, soy el gerente general de Colombia Colombia. Nosotros somos una compañía de perforación diamantina. Tenemos taladros de diferentes capacidades para perforar pozos desde muy superficiales, 15, 20 metros, hasta hemos hecho también perforaciones de 2.000 metros en algunos depósitos en Colombia. Es un evento muy bien organizado, es un evento al que acuden pues, los principales proveedores de la industria de perforación diamantina, así como las principales empresas mineras que tienen proyectos activos, que están explorando, que tienen proyectos de exploración. Entonces creo que es una muy buena oportunidad tanto para proveedores como para compañías mineras para intercambiar opiniones y saber cómo va el mercado de la exploración en Colombia.
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Gerson Mendoza. Soy geólogo de molamiento en la empresa Aris Mining Segovia. Es la primera vez que tengo la oportunidad de participar. Ha sido muy enriquecedor la experiencia. Me he encontrado con amigos del pasado de la industria, he conocido nuevas personas y bueno, muy satisfecho, muy contento por la experiencia y la organización que me ha parecido excelente el evento. Estos espacios son muy importantes porque es donde se establecen como los puntos de acuerdo, los puntos comunes en los que el sector y la industria se debe direccionar, debe poner sus ojos entendiendo la realidad y dinámica política y económica del país.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Yuri Abreu. Yo soy gerente comercial para América Latina de Excalibur Smart Mapping. Nosotros ofrecemos servicios de geofísica aerotransportada, todo lo que son servicios de exploración para capital natural, cualquier tipo de capital o de recurso natural. Es un evento supremamente interesante, nos gusta participar, somos sponsor. Es un evento pequeño, pero es un evento donde tú encuentras tomadores de decisiones, donde puedes entender cómo está el pulso del país, cómo está la política en torno al sector minero. Es bastante interesante, me ha gustado mucho.
Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es Ángel Torres, gerente de Seguridad y Salud en el Trabajo y Medio Ambiente. Colombia Colombia SAS es una empresa de perforación diamantina. Prestamos servicios de perforación con recuperación de núcleo, RC y trabajamos en varias partes del país. Pienso que es un espacio como para mirar nuevas tecnologías, nuevas aperturas de negocio, mirar cómo está actualmente el negocio y visionarnos a los siguientes años en el negocio de la perforación minera.
I'm here with Omar Osma of Collective Mining, and you guys just gave a fascinating presentation on your project that you guys are developing down in Caldas. You guys have announced that you guys have a new, as part of your drilling program this year, I think you guys are on track to complete 40 kilometers of drilling, is that correct?
Yes, sir. We are hoping to do 40,000 meters of drilling this 2024. The good thing is that the 40,000 meters are going to end with very good news. We communicated a couple of weeks ago that we found a high-grade zone, something like 1,000 meters below the surface, which is very interesting. Apollo and our flagship discovery has been evolving very nice since 2022 when we first discovered it, and today, thinking back in 2023 when we discovered tungsten, and now 2024 that we have this new area, the Ramps zone, a high-grade area, high-grade zone, it's made collective mining enter into a very exciting phase of drilling and exploration.
And one of the things I wanted to talk about is you guys have historically had very good relationships, and maybe if you could talk about some of those projects and the relationships that you've built there in the area.
Okay, Lorenzo. In principle, for us juniors, geology sets the way. Okay. And I think that geology has already helped us set the path into a very interesting development. Now, you can't do that if you are not evaluating and evolving also into the social aspect of it. And several of our programs were focused more on what the community needed. And when we say the community needed, is what the government at that time had envisioned for the municipality. So we managed to sync our capabilities with the needs of the communities, and that's how we started to work on the social side. That's what we're doing with this new government. This business is obviously about geology, but the geology without the social aspect about it, without the sustainability aspect about it, is not going to evolve. And I think that that's part of the success. Geology plus a very sound sustainability program with the major players and stakeholders in the region. The Coffee Federation, the government, the regional and local governments, and that summed up has allowed us to be in 2024 with Ramzone, with Apollo, with Trap, and with a very, very exciting discovery.
I'm here with Alan Wancier of Mineros. Mineros has been a long-time sponsor of Colombia Gold Summit. We're here at CGS 2024. You just gave a really interesting presentation talking about Mineros. Mineros is a mining company. You guys have an interesting model because a lot of the mines, the precious metals mines that I've seen here in Colombia are your traditional kind of deep tunnel mines, but you guys have diverse operations. You guys have here in the north of Antioquia an interesting alluvial mining operation. If you can touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, so we have an alluvial operation in El Bagre, Antioquia. It's called the Nechi mine. We have roughly 5 bucket dredges and 9 suction dredges and another couple of Brazilian dredges. We mine the bank of the river, not the river per se.
Okay.
In a closed pond. We create a closed pond. Water doesn't mix with the river water. And our deposit is between 15 meters and 30 meters deep. We dredge the deposit. We do the beneficiation within the bucket dredges, inside the bucket dredges, and all gold is separated just by water and gravity. We only use water and gravity, no chemicals, and the electricity for the dredges comes from our own hydroelectric plants. So we have a very, let's say, green gold.
Okay.
Our gold is very, very sustainable. And as we move upwards in the deposit or downstream the river, we close the mine. We put a layer of soil, we plant again, and grass and forests grow again.
Hola, soy Leila Guerrero, de la empresa Tally Rocks de Perú. Nosotros nos dedicamos a la fabricación y distribución de estándares certificados, materiales de referencia que los preparamos en Perú y los distribuimos en toda Latinoamérica. Para buscar nuevos mercados, para poder apoyar a todas las compañías mineras en su sistema de control de calidad y para también darnos más notoriedad con nuestros clientes. El perfil de los participantes son geólogos, ¿no? Justamente el perfil de nuestros clientes, el perfil que podemos contactar.
My name is Bruce Counts. I am the Chief Technical Consultant for Max Resource on the Sierra Azul Copper-Silver project in northeastern Colombia in La Guajira. It's a great networking event. I'm meeting lots of both service providers and other companies that are working here in Colombia, so I'm meeting important people and good colleagues.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Jonathan Osorio, gerente corporativo de Antioquia Gold Colombia. Nosotros somos una empresa minera. Estamos aquí presentando nuestros proyectos. Este evento es importante porque permite compartir experiencias de cómo estamos gestionando nuestra explotación minera y aprender de otros proyectos también buenas prácticas en la industria para hacer una minería responsable en Colombia.
Guillermo Rubio Follert, soy el gerente general de Polminera, una empresa que tiene 30 años, está radicada en Bogotá y lo que hacemos es representar firmas tan importantes como Drager de Alemania, que suministra equipos de salvamento minero a la minería de oro, a la minería de cobre, a la minería de esmeraldas y también carbón. Creo que lo que más me ha impactado es el optimismo de quienes representan firmas internacionales, multinacionales para con el país. Pareciera que obviamente la mentalidad de un minero es una mentalidad a largo plazo, pero independientemente de eso, sí me ha aportado ese optimismo que tienen y dice, pues, claro, una democracia que no resiste un periodo de izquierda, pues no es democracia, pero todos como que están alentados a que venga un gobierno que realmente es la importancia que tienen estos minerales tan críticos como es el cobre, como es el oro, y que realmente se pueda relacionar de una manera diferente con estos empresarios.
So I'm here with Lucas Marsden. Did I say your name correctly?
Yeah.
Great. So you gave a really interesting talk today. FTI, you guys are known as one of the I guess, most important consultants across, I think, the globe, but I know certainly across the Americas. So tell me about when you talk about the politics of energy transition, especially down here in Latin America, what tends to be some of the major, I guess, obstacles that your corporate clients might come across?
There are risks that exist on all levels, right, from your macro political to your operational. And what I feel like our clients are currently worried about are being able to comply reputationally and legally with all the new encouraging sort of biodiversity carbon targets that are coming out this week, that came out yesterday on biodiversity credits, how they can do well by that, because these things can be made into, you know, black and white, simple concepts, but the actual reality of investing in Colombia and investing in a carbon project in Colombia or biodiversity is incredibly complicated and involves the social element of getting communities on side, involves local government, anti-bribery, and making sure that you're getting that political stability and getting things the same.
We have two audiences at Finance Colombia, basically either multinational executives that have current or potential operations in Colombia, and then of course institutional investors. Now for those executives, when is the ideal time to engage with FTI Consulting?
Well, we embed ourselves and exist on top of the current situation, right? I mean, you get some consultancies that will come in and just start things from scratch. These companies, they know what they're doing. They have very good risk profiles. They've got good boots on the ground, and that's the real key part, right? Having boots on the ground. I mean, what I'd say about FDI is as early as possible. Anytime that you need that help with the identification, with understanding the culture. If you've got a team on the ground, if you've got a risk team, brilliant. If you don't, we can help from the scratch. If you do it, then we can sit on top of what already is existing, do some kind of external, a second opinion, right? And yeah, that's where we sit.
I'm here with Carla Abarca from ACT Labs. Tell me about ACT Labs. What do you guys do?
So we are a geochemical lab. We are a Canadian company. We have been in the market for 35 years. We have a lab in Antioquia, in Rio Negro, in the Zona Franca.
Close to Medellín, right.
Right. And we do geochemical testing for mineral samples. We do rocks, core, different environmental samples as well. And we serve the mining and exploration industries.
So now tell me about, we're here at Colombia Gold Summit, CGS 2024. Tell me about your participation in the event. We're in the first day, but how has the event been for you so far?
It's been really good. We have been able to find several customers to say hi and to find some new opportunities. So we are very grateful to be participating here. And of course, we have met you now, so we're happy to continue here in this event. So, well, I think it's having a good turnout, and we hope that from here and tomorrow we will be able to find some new business opportunities. We have been here for the past 5 years, I believe, and it's been really great. Paul is a really great person to organize all these events, so we are very grateful of this opportunity.
Estoy aquí con José Becerra de Stockholm Precision Tools. José, pues bueno, un placer hablar contigo aquí en CGS 2024 en Colombia Gold Summit. Cuéntame de Stockholm Precision Tools. ¿Qué hace la compañía?
Stockholm Precision Tools es una compañía sueca que desarrolla tecnología para la parte de exploración en lo referente a la trayectoria de las perforaciones. Esto ayuda a poder tener un buen mapeo de la trayectoria para poder tener una mejor precisión y confiabilidad en los modelamientos de los yacimientos minerales. Entonces nos encargamos prácticamente de brindar esa tecnología que garantice la confiabilidad en los proyectos.
Cuénteme para ustedes cómo va el evento y qué es la importancia.
Sí, para nosotros es la sexta vez que participamos. Somos unos patrocinadores y expositores ya en 6 oportunidades. Es importante porque aquí se concentra la mayor parte de proyectos importantes. Asisten los tomadores de decisiones, los gerentes de proyectos, y podemos aquí compartir, actualizar la información, hacer actualización de las tecnologías que hemos desarrollado y poder proveer o pronosticar nuestra actividad en ventas de lo que pueden ser los años en el corto y mediano plazo. Es muy importante para nosotros pues establecer esas relaciones y enfocar nuestros forecasts de ventas.
Aquí estoy con Pablo Beltrán de R&R Lubricantes. Estamos en CGS 2024. Cuéntenos cómo ha sido el evento para ustedes.
Ha sido un evento muy organizado, estoy sorprendido con la logística y sobre todo con las personas tan importantes que están asistiendo, y considero que va a ser un gran aporte para tanto los proveedores, clientes y todo el personal involucrado.
Hola, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Cristian Castañeda, soy jefe comercial en la compañía Lapsul. Lapsul ofrece equipos y soluciones pues para diferentes industrias. En esta oportunidad aquí para la industria de exploración minera estamos con las marcas de Mettler Toledo, que es todo el tema de balanzas especializadas y equipos para laboratorios, y Evidence Scientific, que son equipos industriales para actividades de mantenimiento, control de calidad y en este caso específico para exploración minera, pues principalmente lo que venimos a mostrar aquí en el evento, el cual pues me ha parecido una excelente oportunidad para hacer contactos, para hacer negocios, para enterarte también por medio de las charlas hacia dónde va esta industria. Así que bueno, ha sido un placer estar aquí en el stand y en el evento.
Jonathan Gómez, soy jefe de proyecto. La empresa se llama Chihuel y ofrecemos perforación direccional. Trabajamos más exactamente en el área de la exploración. El evento es muy bueno, o sea, esos eventos me parecen que son aportan mucho al área de la minería, y pues muy buenos que lo sigan realizando porque pues uno conoce todo el sector, conoce nuevas tecnologías, conoce nuevas empresas y son oportunidades nuevas de negocio. Yo creo que hacemos grandes relaciones con las otras empresas que hay acá, con las mineras que están en el simposio, entonces obvio nos va a beneficiar demasiado.
Mi nombre es Carmen Ramírez Cardona. En este momento hago parte de la Asociación Apícola Nueva Generación del municipio de Segovia. Nos desarrollamos en el campo económico en la cría de abejas y producción de miel de abeja pura. Realmente creo que es un evento muy propicio para el entorno del proyecto productivo apícola, porque queremos llegar a visibilizar a las empresas, entidades y personas de la importancia que tienen nuestras abejas en el entorno ambiental, en nuestro entorno, de todos los trabajos mineros que se puedan desarrollar. Entonces creo que es muy propicio para que se sensibilicen de que debemos de seguir proponiendo procesos y proyectos en donde hay áreas trabajadas por la minería, para que estos proyectos como los apícolas nos ayudan a fortalecer ese ambiente climático que hoy tanto necesitamos. Y gracias a Aris Mini por la oportunidad que nos brindan como asociación apícola de estar en estos eventos y poder promover nuestro emprendimiento y reconocer ese trabajo tan excelente que está realizando la empresa Aris Mini en nuestra región.
Hola, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Ricardo Muñoz. Yo trabajo con la empresa Importfast, mi cargo es asesor comercial. Nosotros somos una empresa que lleva 6 años en el mercado distribuyendo piezas para el sector minero, piezas y equipos. Ha sido interesante ir a visualizar a los conferencistas y conocer un poco más de cómo impacta la minería en los sectores donde tienen su operación.
Mi nombre es Rubén Darío Castañeda, mi cargo es geólogo de exploración de la compañía Sijin Continental Gold. Es una empresa multinacional cuya casa matriz se encuentra en China. El evento da la posibilidad de conocer pues las pequeñas empresas que están en desarrollo, que están explorando en etapa de exploración, ver sus avances, ver cómo están posicionadas y prospectos a futuro a nivel de explotación. Y también muy importante porque se puede interactuar con toda la cadena de suministro y los proveedores que ofrecen todos los insumos necesarios para ejercer una buena actividad exploratoria, que es como la génesis pues, del evento, el interés pues, que tiene.
I'm here with Paul Harris. We're at CGS 2024. Paul, I've been attending your events now, I think, for almost 10 years. They continue to be, I think, the most important precious metal mining events in Colombia, but you've also expanded now and you cover Ecuador and Mexico and different countries. Tell me, what has been the key to your success and your whole team? I know it's not just you, of course, but Colombia Gold Letter, your publication, and then also your events team.
Well, first off, Lauren, thank you very much for the kind words, but I think a big part of it is the fact that I've been in the sector, in and around the sector for 28 years, and over that period of time, I've got to have a certain level of understanding about the gold sector, about the silver sector, about the copper sector, and that feeds into the programming of the events. You know, identifying good speakers, both in terms of the content and their ability to communicate, because at the end of the day, part of it's, let's say, entertainment as well. Identifying good speakers, talking on good subjects, picking subjects that are important, are emotive, that are relevant. There's no fluff on our program, and I think that's one of the key things. The mining sector, it's a long-term business. The mining sector manages risk every day. The mining sector is very good at managing risk. People just want to know what the risks are and have clarity on the risks are. The worst thing for investors is uncertainty. Investors can manage risk. They can price in risk, but they need to know what the risks are. That's why we always start the event with an overview looking at country risk aspects, market risk aspects.
For people who want to find out about future events, what are the best ways to communicate with you and your organization?
The simplest and easiest way is probably to email me directly, paul.corresponsal@gmail.com, and we can add you to the mailing list of the monthly Substack and receive our other publications and announcements.
Great. Thanks a lot. It's a privilege to always be here with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your support, Lauren.
Okay.